NBC News Radio, I'm Melissa Rayberger. Santa Ana winds are stoking a Southern California wildfire. More than 1,600 homes have been evacuated. More than 500 firefighters are battling those flames. Heavy rains are the problem across the country in Florida and Alabama. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez takes a look.
The area saw up to 2 feet of rain in 24 hours. 5 inches drenched Pensacola in a single hour. Nearly 6,000 lightning strikes were recorded in just 15 minutes. In Alabama, more water rescues from Mobile to Summerdale.
The cleanup here will take quite a while.
3 tankers from a derailed CSX train carrying crude oil have leaked some of their contents into the James River in Lynchburg, Virginia. Containing the spill was the city's biggest concern as the river flows into Chesapeake Bay. This latest incident involving a train carrying crude oil has brought more calls from environmentalists for stricter regulations. This is NBC News Radio.
Too much strict going on. Too much regulation.
NBA team owners hook up for a conference call tomorrow to discuss what's next as far as removing Donald Sterling as owner of the LA Clippers due to his racist remarks. NBC's Joe Fryer says there is no shortage of potential buyers for that team.
Today, the team of Oprah Winfrey, music mogul David Geffen, and billionaire Larry Ellison confirmed they would be interested in buying the franchise. But first, 75% of the league's 30 owners must vote to remove Sterling as owner.
An experimental technique has been developed that has allowed a few patients to regrow new muscle. The research conducted at the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine helped some of the 5 patients improve enough to no longer need canes or regain the ability to ride a bike. The procedure involved implanting thin sheets of material from pigs into a few young men with disabling leg injuries, then coaxing the men's own stem cells to regrow new muscle. I'm Melissa Rayberger, NBC News Radio.
Pigs to men, then coaxing.
As a home.
It could have been network local commercial right there.
Almost network local.
$300 per second. Is that Benny Hill? Would he have paid for those rates too? Do you think?
Oh, Benny Hill or Benny Hinn?
No, Benny Hill.
Oh, okay.
Would he have paid those rates? $300 a second.
Sure.
He would have.
Absolutely. If anybody would.
Paid by PayPal and probably Bank of America at this point, right?
Now, do you know who that is over there? The guy with the guitar?
No.
You have no idea who the guy with the guitar is out there.
No.
Would it surprise you if I said that was Tony, the Avocado Rocker?
Is that Tony right there? Okay.
It is.
Good to know that. $300 a second. I'm still working on this. $300 a second.
That? Wow.
And Beyond Twisted here at 11:03 p.m. in the evening. And it's a Wednesday evening right now. I am Frank. You are Judy.
Here is downtown.
Oh, another one.
Oh,
is that sold at $500 a minute?
That one was a thou.
That was a thou.
Yeah.
How you guys seeing this stuff? Is it cash or Bitcoin at this point?
All barter. It's all barter.
All right. I shouldn't have said $500 a minute. It wouldn't have sought right and fit right into the whole scenario. So, oh yes, right. We're the whole thing is being brought to you by Tryon Financial, which does what?
We look for money.
What else do you do?
Well, we supply money when we find private funders, usually private funders, for humanitarian projects, basically, but also large commercial projects.
And how long have you been doing this for, my dear?
Too long.
How long have you been doing it for, my dear?
Probably 15 years.
15 years.
Yes.
What a clip. And what's the contact information for all the 2.1 million people who are listening right now? I will say that again. 2.1 million people in different directions right now. Verifiable. 2.1 million people. So what's the contact information?
1-800-784-4279.
Email address for them?
Would be Tryon Financial.
Want to go with the underscore thing?
No,
there?
underscore 2 at yahoo.com.
Give them a different one.
Listen, no, it works fine.
It works fine. Okay. So if you can't get a hold of her that way, Tryon Financial _2 at yahoo.com. Then come to Fast Street Productions at yahoo.com. You can get a hold of her that way too, and she'll take care of all your business loan need and bridge loan need too, right? Bridge loan need.
We do have other kinds of loans, yes.
Other resources, too.
Yes.
Very, very good. For all 2.1 million people of you listening out there.
3.5 million.
You picked up another 1.3 right right there.
Well, that's what they say.
Wow.
3.5 million.
Well, I got verifiable 3 sources right now. I'm at 2.1, but you said 3 point, how many?
3.5.
Whoa.
Potential.
Ooh,
potential.
No, I'm not doing potential.
No, you're
here.
doing You're doing 2.1 guaranteed.
Verifiable too. Yeah.
3.5 potential.
Potential.
Yeah.
That sounds fair.
Well, we're talking back on the back of Don Imus at this point too. Rob Bartlett, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
Rob,
Do your
still have you right here, and I'm
Mr. Producer.
Right, Mr. Producer. That's right, Don, Mr. Producer, come in the studio, Mr. Producer. Right. So Don, I'm Don Imus. I've been around for too long and carrying Rob on my back, right on my back. Rob Bartlett on my back. I got my testosterone back from Deidre this morning, and I'm carrying him on my back. And Tony, I don't even know what he is. I'm still trying to decide him. If he's Lou, is he black or white, a Puerto Rican mosquito or what?
Who?
This is Don Imus talking to Lou, the engineer, about Tony. Tony, the guy, the other half of the team.
He's right out there playing guitar.
No, not that Tony.
Oh.
Tony on the show.
Oh.
The Don Imus show.
There's a Tony?
Yeah, there's a black guy.
Oh, that Tony.
The duo.
Oh, I
right.
see.
So Don Imus.
The one that's supposed to be funny.
That's right.
But isn't.
She's just clipping the whole bit right now.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. She just goes right into this. Yeah, so Don Imus is trying to figure out why he got saddled with these two guys for 17 to 18 years, but they offered him their services in the first 1 year of the 17 to 18 years. Said, I love you because you've been a big fan of mine since I was in Sacramento, California. So we're all wondering why they're all so angry at each other for being around each other for 17 to 18 years.
Because they're angry at everybody.
That's probably the reason.
I guess.
So you can hit a bell or sip a cup of coffee, and everybody's angry on that show.
They seem to be, yes.
Twisted beyond twisted.
That's it.
Beyond normal twisted.
On this show.
We should. Do you have any connections with Don Imus, Mr. Producer?
I am Don Imus.
I know, Mr. Producer. Do you have any connections with yourself?
I do. I have connections with a Coke dealer.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Mr. Producer, I just have a little 1 ounce just spread on my fingernails, Mr. Producer.
Going to do a little bump off your finger there.
Off of the fingers, Mr. Producer?
Yes, that will.
I can take my bump off the bump here.
Okay.
Can I have Deidre show up right now, Mr. Producer?
Deidre's at a show. She's coming over right now with some cocaine.
You and your organic showers. What was that, 500 degrees you said, or 175?
What are you talking? What?
Your showers. The hot showers.
Yeah, 175.
175
Celsius.
degrees. Celsius? Yeah. Is that like the moon or the Mars? Or something?
The surface of the sun.
That's amazing. Okay, now, this kid, how weird is this? We all just segued into Don Imus, and this kid who's got this disorder, he can't open up his mouth. His name is Wyatt Scott. First name Wyatt.
Oh, how
about that?
Yeah.
Don Imus's only and first son is named Wyatt. How psychic is this? Cedric, this is...
You did it again,
This
didn't
is
you?
a little bit strange and scary, isn't it?
What's going on now?
This kid, for everybody on video, he's somewhere in the Midwest.
No, he's in Canada.
He's in Canada.
Yes.
He's got a rare disease where he cannot open up his mouth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, can't speak, can't take in food, can't take in air through the mouth. Everything's got to come through the nose for exhilaration and oxygen. His first name is Wyatt. Now, you didn't know I was going to do this story. She knew it, but you didn't. You started on Don Imus, and Don Imus' first and only son, his name?
Wyatt
Imus. So there's a spiritual psychic connection in the studio right now over this. And Mr. Car Collection, Mr. Fantastic Voice over there, love his show. You! 70s Car Collection. Now, you came out of the 60s, 70s era, too, where psychic was all over the place. How psychic is this moment right now? What? Nothing? Mr. Pizza Boy? Nothing. He just has nothing to say. What happened when Tony Soprano died? What did you feel from your soul? Nothing. No hand movement from him. Nothing. It's just amazing. Okay, so this kid needs help, and he needs it bad because he eventually has to open up his jaw because when he's vomiting as a young kid, the vomit has nowhere to go. So he's literally dying and surviving at the same time. Now, you as a mother, how does he get rid of the vomit?
They had to use a tube to suck it out.
Of the nose or from the mouth?
I don't know.
All right. So now why am I pointing to all of this? Well, there's a reason for everything I do.
Sometimes we don't understand it.
Sometimes it's not there, right out there in front. I'm like prodding people along into the psychic realm of which I believe in, sixth dimension. So this kid is out there, and I'm like freaking angry as all hell that he's got this disease from God or some other implementation of somebody got him with a couple of liquids, poisonous liquids. So, which segues into Donald Silverman, this bastard who actually did.
How did you do that?
I'll tell you how I'm connecting it in.
This should be very interesting.
Yes. Now, you say it's for real. What went on with Donald Silverman, the owner of the Clippers?
Yes.
Okay, it's
Supposedly,
for real.
he's been this way for years.
All right. You're not saying it's a setup, a conspiracy thing? Nothing.
No.
Not a chance in the world.
No.
For all the 2.1 listeners and potential 3.5
potential.
3.5 potential. All right. So I guess what I'm doing right now, I'm sending out a psychic energy for this bastard from hell, Donald Silverman, to get the F off of this crap and take care of this kid. This kid needs a ton of money in research, and they need to find a cure for this rare disease in his jaw. And I'm calling on him right now. You can hear me, Donald Silverman, putting out the psychic energy. He's got people that are listening to this out there somewhere. He scans radio and television. I'm calling on him to get a hold of our show now, which has been being tuned into by 2.1 million people and potential. And potential? Hello.
Sorry, 3.5.
Thank you, Mr. Droppin. 3.5 million people in this word would get around to Donald Silverman right now. That I need you to direct your energy now. Get the hell off of this racism crap of which you are guilty of in your soul, and you disgusting freaking pig. And come towards this kid and put him 2 million or 3 million or 1 billion. What is that, pocket change still with him?
Probably. So where do they call?
They call us. They get a hold of us because I can get a hold of where this kid is. And how do I do that?
How about they call here?
For right now, yes. Give out the telephone number.
I guess that would be 1-888. I can't see it.
Can't see it? 826-1340.
Yeah, 866.
Mr. Producer, is that correct?
Mr. Producer.
Yeah.
866.
Yes.
826.
826-1340.
He can't see either.
Okay, he can't see. Okay.
Tony can see a little bit.
Tony can see a little bit.
He can see a little bit.
Yes. We're recognizing Tony out there.
We're going to have Tony in here very shortly.
Very, very shortly. And the guy with the 70s car here who doesn't accept my compliments when he says I say he has a great show, and just wagging your hands. You have a damn good show and a damn good.
Oh, you know what? I don't think he heard because I think I had the speaker turned off.
Oh, okay. Are the speakers not muted now?
Oh, Tony has an earbud in his left ear. He's actually monitoring covertly. He's monitoring the show in the other room.
Is he really?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got Mr. 70 who's wagging his hands.
He's ready to phone in complaints.
Okay. That's good.
To management and the authorities.
Lots of them. Did you hear my compliment to you or not?
He did.
Still. Can you unmute the speakers?
It's not muted.
Okay. So now you're hearing it. Okay. Don't play with me. I got Tony Soprano on you for years. I know what you've been doing with me. Just standing there with those glasses.
Well, you know, right before the show came on, when the news was on, they were talking about stem cells.
Yes. So
I wonder why they won't try stem cells to rebuild the muscles in his jaw.
That's a very good question. And have they even thought about it, special doctors?
They can always rebuild the bones. I mean, it's been done before in people who have been injured and so forth. So I wonder why they're not even thinking. Maybe they have thought of it.
And this is the era of thinking about stem cells, right?
Can grow new organs.
Right.
The Japanese have grown new ears, new noses.
Correct.
I mean, it can be done.
It's happening every day. There's a line at the bottom of this article that sums it up best by his parents, and they're out there and they're in there at the same time.
What do you mean?
They said, why, God, oh God, why did this happen to us and our child? And then the father says, it is what it is. So I just got to take it in. So it's like new age and old age at the same time. Now, you don't know what the pressures these people are under. But Donald Silverman, you do. And I'm saying to you again, Donald Silverman, come through with your people who are out there, all 2.1 and 3.5.
3.5 million.
Billion. Oh, billion.
Million.
Right. Thank you,
million.
Overnight Reading Prison. Thank you so much. Mr. Producer, 3.5. Can't sell it now. So, the people who know Donald Silverman, of the former owner of the Clippers, or soon to be, get a hold of the guy now. Tell him to contact us in the studio at 727-441-3000. And if it's after the show here tonight, contact me on my personal cell phone, which is 718-390-6635. Email address for me. Give them out with my email address, the Gmail address with the incredible female voice here.
And which one do you want?
The Frank Radio TV at gmail.com. Can you do it with your incredible female voice?
No, because I can't understand which one you want.
Oh, Frank Radio TV at gmail.com.
Okay.
Can you do it with the incredible female voice, please? I'm Don Imus.
Should it sound like that?
Yes. Go ahead.
Frank Radio TV at gmail.com.
Okay, now make believe you're Don Imus, still recovering from 22 years of drug abuse.
Close.
You gotta sort of put your tongue, and your tongue sort of gets wide like this.
Wide like down.
Then you talk really low and slow your words a little bit.
That's right. That's good.
Lou.
Oh, you're not supposed to play
The opening intro. Lou.
Oh, already? Really?
Well, I'm cueing you like Don Imus would have been
Oh,
if he had been on
sorry.
drugs.
Try it again.
Lou, as a Fox Business News. Lou. Thank you. Can you all do that again, please? Wait for the bump tune and bring it back in.
That's the latest intro I've ever heard.
That's true. I'm not even introing my intro. I'm letting these guys say,
Hey, Frankie.
very good. Yes. Can pump in a little, yes, Barney Miller there.
People falling asleep already.
Barney Frank.
Don't tease me.
Don't tease me. Don't get me going. Tony's floating out there. We'll get him in here very, very soon. It's 17 minutes past 11 o'clock. This show is brought to you again by...
Tryon Financial.
Keep going. Don't stop for the ratings.
Until we really rehearsed this one.
Oh, we do. We always do.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got Barney ready.
You do?
Oh, good.
Yeah, Barney's ready.
Yeah. Barney's thinking about
Barney's
Tony
back.
in this vein.
I mean, that's hardly plausible.
Because Tony can play so many guitar notes and so many licks backwards. Is that correct,
I mean,
Barney?
that's hardly plausible.
Yes. Hangs around and he's done an intro to us in less than 2.5 minutes. He composed it. Was it incredible, Barney Frank?
I mean, that's hardly plausible.
Tony's testosterone level is raising to new heights. Only the new Gorilla movie can get it off the top of the Empire State
Plausible.
Building. Plausible, yeah.
Plausible.
Plausible, yes, Barney. Don't stop me now. Oh, Barney's breasts are doing it to me right now. I'm lactating, liquidating. I have to bring Tony in here, and he could explain Barney Frank, because Barney Frank's brother and his boyfriend have a trouble explaining this phrase at the more than one time.
Plausible.
Very plausible. Yes, plausible. Okay, backwards and forwards. He goes in the rocking chair. So,
Oh, you want to hear it backwards?
can you do it?
Yeah.
You really can.
Almost no.
I killed Yoko.
Almost no.
I killed Yoko.
Almost no.
He's going to come in on this. I don't think anybody can. 19 minutes past 11 o'clock. It is brought to you again by Tryon Financial. Available at email address. Hello, you.
Tryon Financial _2 at yahoo.com.
And if you guys are too afraid to hit the email, hit us on the 1-800 line, 1-800-784-4279. So again, I'm saying, in regard to this story, Donald Silverman, you slob from hell, from freaking hell, who's taking racism to a new height, I want you to take care of this kid. And if you don't do it, I'll come to your Clippers game, I'll take off my clothes, I'll bring Mark Levin with me, we'll do a dunk shot on top of your head off the rim of your girlfriend.
He won't care. He's not allowed to go anymore.
Has he been totally voted out?
Absolutely.
But he's got to put money into this kid to find this kid's condition and the cure. Maybe it is stem cell too. Tony, baby, can he hear us?
I think so. He's got his top secret earbud in there.
Really? And he's taking a picture of me at the same time. Let me be on it. I'll stand up again here, Tony.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to flap my left arm. Barney Frank is speaking through me right now.
Oh, sorry. Barney
Frank is
Barney,
speaking through me, Tony.
He went
right
out
now.
back with his
he did?
with his boyfriend.
Oh, is that time for a liquidation sale on the saliva? Or should we get an HIV test along with a 70s test on it, too?
I mean, that's hardly plausible.
That's right. Tony, come this way. Come towards the studio.
He's busy taking action shots, I think.
Okay, he's taking action shots. You want to get him on mic over there, or can he come into the studio? Which does he prefer?
No, I guess he'll come in there. There's no room.
Hello? Hello?
Tony, go over that.
I'm an icon.
You want me to? Let me lead him in. I'm gonna
lead him in. We'll get him on top of the table here. He can drink some tea and play guitar at the same time. Do you think he can do that? What are you pausing so much for?
I don't know what to say to you.
You don't know what to say at this point.
Blew me out of the water
He
here.
blew you out of the water again. So I'm thinking if he enters the studio and he takes a picture. Hello, I'm Don Imus. So been sleeping around the microphone for over 62 years.
I guess my biggest peeve this evening would be, while Tony's coming in here, is that there's still so much bigotry in America.
Phenomenal.
It just blows my mind.
There was any one of us.
Between him and that Bundy guy.
Yeah, and Bundy's even.
What's
who's
his name?
worse?
Clive and Bundy?
Is it Clyde?
Clive or
Yeah.
Clyde something?
Clyde.
Yeah, Cliven, Clive and Bundy.
Oh, yeah.
It's not Cleveland Bundy.
No,
by the
it's
way.
Cliven.
It's Clive.
Oh, yeah, it is Cliven.
Clive
Yeah,
in.
he's just a little above
Above what?
a piece of dirt.
Piece of the little amoeba
No,
on the
I
ground.
really, it just blows my mind every time I think of what he says. It's just so ignorant. Did he ever go to school?
No.
Does he know how human beings are put together?
No. But I said this to you the other day. Could this be a farce and a conspiracy? He's just setting this up to get to radio time and airtime, which we're giving him a little bit of, or do you think this is real?
It's real.
It is real.
One of the people that was writing about
Scary
him
as hell.
said, he talks about people who are on, government, the government dole, as he calls it. They're getting help from the government
right.
monetarily.
Well, only 1 out of 3
and yet,
in the country now.
he doesn't think he needs to pay taxes or pay for his cattle grazing on
well, then
public
who's
land.
supposed to support this guy then? Does he get his money from then?
From his business.
What business? Just
he has
in
a
front
cattle
of a
ranch.
Cattle ranch. Have we seen the invoices and the statements and the money coming in? Or is he living off the whole United States still?
His family has been in the business for years and years. It has been proven he is a businessman.
Well, he could be a businasian, sure. But is he really taking money, or is he like?
Yes, he's
taking
taking
the
in
cattle,
money.
Is he taking the cattle apart with the mad cow disease and selling it to Asian
I don't
people
know
who are
about
selling it
that.
back to pizza places? Barney Frank's got the answer to all this. He's got the answer to all of this, and Mr. Barney
That's hardly
Frank,
plausible.
thank you so much. If you could only get next to a cow. He just took a trip. Did he?
Is Tony okay?
I don't think he fell. Tony, you okay? On the Frankie B radio show, heard by 2.1 million. How many approximate viewers and listeners right now?
Hardly plausible.
Hardly plausible at 3.5. He's straddled himself to the left, and he's got a camera. And we're trying to get him to either come into your studio.
He says he's not ready. He says he has to practice. He's going to do a special song.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
I don't know what's going on. I don't even know where he is.
That's fine. He went outside.
We've sent Robert to go search for him.
Okay.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Robert. You have a good feel on him when he's in and when he's out, when he's feeling good, when he's feeling moody or something.
I have no idea.
What do you mean? You just said
I have no idea.
You knew where he was coming from.
I know where he's coming from, but sometimes nobody knows.
That's true too. So he's having his spade of interest with himself.
He had to go have a cancer stick.
Does he smoke?
Yes.
He does.
Yes.
All the problems in the world, he's got to add on that too. Now, why is he doing that?
I mean, that's hardly plausible.
That's right. And he sells cigarettes in Boston, Massachusetts.
Down by the seashore.
Down by the seashore with a gay friend and 2 gay boys and 3 gay girls mixed in. And Barney Frank does special legislation, just like this, with 2 fingers. It gets done. You didn't know this, did you? He had a special attachment with Congress, just like that. Hello, people on video, 2.1 million listeners and viewers watching this right now. So that's what Tony brings out the best of me right here. Don Imus and Lou, where's Tony, baby? Come on, play a song. Rob Butler, did you know about Tony and his
That sounds
song
like
freaking? What does it sound like?
Elvis.
Does it really?
Sort of. It sounds
So
like Elvis.
So if I slow it down, Don Imus here and Lou. Play the drop in there.
Yeah,
Lou.
that's definitely Elvis.
That's Elvis.
No, I'll do more of the mushy mouth. Or like
The mushy mouth. You do Imus.
So I can't
Just
do
mush your
Imus.
mouth. Just mush your mouth and say, do your come by the show
I'm
right now.
not good
Hannah.
at this.
No, you're not good at this.
I think you can do it.
Yeah,
I
she
have
could-
faith in you.
We do.
You're a radio star.
You're a radio star.
Yeah, you're
to
right.
2.1 million people, too.
3.5 potential.
That's right.
I mean, that's hardly plausible.
That's right. When you're filling out the ratings book, it very much is. At 25 minutes past 11 o'clock in the evening on the Frankie V Radio Show, heard in 3 different directions at this point, totaling 2.1 million people. Incredible, outstanding. Somewhere on the UFO Mars, people are hearing the show and filling in the ratings books, which is fine with me. So, this guy, Mr. Donald Silverman, 2 lawsuits at the same time. Let's see. Donald Silverman's wife, is she Silverman or Giuseppe or Geppetto or what?
What do you mean?
Well, he's got a wife. Did anybody determine what the last name was? Or does anybody know?
I would imagine legally it's Silverman.
I also said it could be Geppetto,
it
too.
could be Mickey Mouse. I don't know.
Right, because he seems to go 6 different directions at once. He hates himself, he hates whites, then he hates blacks, he hates Asians. So she's suing the mistress. The mistress doesn't have any money because she just gets all her money from him. This doesn't make any sense. Bonnie Frank, is there a new law for this, Bonnie Frank? Bonnie Frank, is there a new law for this going
Plausible.
on? Thank you.
Plausible.
Thank you.
I really need to get
Keep
some more
suing.
cuts.
Yes, we got to give
Yeah.
you 6 cart machines in a row. So his wife is suing the mistress. The mistress doesn't have any money except for Silverman. Silverman is now being directed to be suspended from the Clippers in the NBA.
And his girlfriend is either interracial or black, and she's not supposed to be seen with blacks.
Right. But she can
That
date,
makes a lot of
she
sense.
can date them. She can have sex with them. She
But
can't be in public
Can't bring
with them.
them to the ball game.
Can't bring them to the ball games.
Can't take pictures with
Can't go
them.
through toll booths with them because there's cameras all over the place. What else can't she do according to Silverman?
Well, socialize.
Right.
Make it be known that she has anything to do with them on a social level.
Yeah, social level. But you're still socializing when you have sex with them and you just hang out like
Well,
with
that's
Magic
really
Johnson.
social.
Yes, it's incredibly social. Barney Frank, have you ever had sex with Donald Silverman's mistress, Barney?
Plausible.
There's some protection
I
there,
doubt
Barney,
that.
up in Massachusetts. So this is, I'm putting out the psychic energy right now because it's a part of Beyond Twisted, what the show that we do here and the other 2 shows that we do for the big network of 2.1 million. Yes, what?
Well, you were right about being beyond twisted because it just goes around in a circle. None of this makes any sense to me.
No. In what way?
Well, it's all intertwined. They say one thing and do another,
To another.
to another, and
Well, this is how
just
it
never ends.
It doesn't ever end. It's within a circle to a circle. So this is how it was. He brings up Don Imus. Mr. Producer brought up Don Imus. So he brought up Don Imus. This kid's first name is Don Imus's first son, Wyatt. I'm thinking already about the kid back to Silverman and Don Imus's kid and the whole family deals with this type of astrophy and cancer, which it might be. We hope it's not.
No, it has nothing to do with cancer.
No, I didn't. I said it might. There might be a cancer cells have already grown in this kid. It's possible. That's why the stem cell, the cells and the muscles attached to the ligaments inside the blood system, everything is not atrophying correctly and not processing correctly with this kid. So I'm saying again, Silverman's got to step forward after his people hear the show, which they're hearing right now, or they will be hearing tomorrow and the next day and the next day on our 2.1 million person network, which is approximately
3.5 million.
That's right. According to Mr. Massachusetts.
That's hardly plausible.
That's right. Play his cup one more time for me, baby.
Oh, I was trying to get you a new one. I'm
All
working
right,
on getting a new one.
That is fine.
I'm gonna make him say something really dumb.
Okay. So it's all tied in. You are correct.
Well, this is all really dumb.
What
I
part
mean,
is
the
dumb?
things that these people say, not just Silverman,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, he's got black people on the team,
Mm-hmm.
and yet he talks about them like they're some kind of fifth race.
Now, maybe I misunderstood.
Yes.
But, I mean, I'm not trying to apologize for him because from everything I've read, he's not a very nice guy anyway. Even if you take these comments away, he's still not a nice guy. But I think what he was trying to say to her on the phone was, you know, he was accusing her of sleeping with Mexicans and black people, and he was saying, I don't care if you sleep with these guys, I just don't want you bringing them around. So,
but he also gave the description of why he was saying that, because he said there's a lower level attached.
Yeah, well, that's where he really
messed up.
He goes off into the deep end there.
He's right about that.
Yeah, you're right about it on two ends, Cedric. You're right about it on the first end, you said. And the second end, he's got the interplay or the underplay going on in his subconscious of racism to the tilt, but he's got a mistress who's either black plus Puerto Rican and Asian, or black or Asian. And so, you know, we're looking at this now and saying, do you actually hate her guts, but you're dating her to try to get over hating her guts? Or do you hate her and love her at the same time? And at the same time, you get a wife. Now, where was the agreement between the two of them?
There
or some kind of working agreement?
There is no agreement.
There is no working agreement at all between his wife and the mistress?
Not at all.
Okay, so he's got huge, incredible, stereotypical and unstereotypical emotional problems going on with this thing.
Well, they don't, like I said, they're so ignorant in some ways.
In some ways?
Well, I mean,
we're talking about running a gamut
can't be
here.
completely
Oh,
ignorant.
man.
What? What's
Yeah.
on
Oh,
there?
you're not going to believe. You are not going to believe what Barney Frank just said about your show.
Wow.
Serious?
This is really cold, man. Really cold.
Does he have a little speaker coming out right now? Hello, Barney.
It is a tribute to the First Amendment that this kind of vile, contemptible nonsense is so freely propagated.
Wow.
What a mouthful.
What a mouth. What server did he use for that? Was he talking from the newspaper people, or was there a computer server or something?
I have no idea.
My God, it's scary, isn't it?
What a nasty man. Why would he say that about you?
I don't know.
I thought you guys were friends. I thought you talked to him on the phone.
We are friends, but I showed him there was a part of the law that says Ponzi scheme artists cannot be helped by senators and congressmen. So
And
now
you made him mad.
Hey, I pissed him off.
Wow.
What I did, I pissed off Barney Frank because I said there's two parts to the law here, Barney. So now he's ticked off at me because I understand. I know the law better than him, the law that he created himself, which scares the crap out of me.
I mean, that's hardly plausible.
I don't know.
That fits just about everything.
Why is it on my back with all these congressmen and senators? Why can't they follow? Why don't they want to follow their own laws?
Because part of the laws are just thrown together without a whole lot of thought.
Mm-hmm.
They get what they want in the partial writing of the law.
Mm-hmm.
And the other part they can just brush under the rug like they did this one. This one was written to get money back to the people of this country who were robbed or cheated or in Ponzi schemes and in with other crimes that took their money.
Right.
However, the only part of the law that they decided to make known and to implement was paying the banks
back. And that the word that you just used, which is so apropos here, there's many of us that are affected by the Ponzi scheme artists who got our money stolen. It turns out that it's not just many, it's millions upon millions. It's almost like 3/4 of the adult population, which is scary to know. And that's why they put together the new law called the Safe Harbor Law in Congress and the Senate. So, Cedric, what they're actually saying is, the congressmen and senators, we're recognizing that we let these Ponzi scheme artists do what they did because we like watching them doing it. We got to the point we feel so guilty about them and nobody being able to recover their money. So we're putting together this law that says you can get your money back through the IRS now because we let them wreak havoc on you and we let them trick you. So it's a psychopathic law, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Barney, is it psychopathic law or is it not, Barney? Barney? Barney, get up off the floor, Barney.
I mean, that's hardly plausible.
He knows it too. That's why I pissed him off. And he doesn't call me back now.
It is a tribute to the First Amendment that this kind of vile, contemptible nonsense is so freely propagated.
But Barney, really, I just asked for another phone call back. I mean, Why pick me apart, Barney? I don't know why you're picking me apart.
Plausible.
Well, it's not plausible. I just want to have a friend in this Congress and the Senate there, Barney. Barney, can I have your boyfriend for like an hour, please?
That's hardly plausible.
Well, I just want to touch his elbow and his shoulders and lick him where you haven't licked him on his chin yet, Barney.
That's hardly plausible.
No, can I just lick him a little bit, Barney? Just a little
that's
tiny
hardly
bit.
plausible.
I want just a piece of his glasses where they settle on his nose. And I'm feeling his saliva dripping off of his nose. Yeah.
Plausible.
Can I have the HIV test so I can really get to his nose part?
Plausible.
Barney, you're driving me nuts, man. It's Beyond Twisted here, and we're brought to you in part by, or mostly in part by, Tryon Financial, which does what?
I don't know. Let the good man in there play the commercial.
Do you have the Tryon Financial racked up there, Mr. Producer? Hey, you have it? Mr. Producer, you gotta have it, Mr. Producer. We're dead in the water here.
Yes, I have
Sean Hennity's taking over, Mr. Producer.
Okay, here we go.
And please play it.
Calling
Tryon
all
Financial.
those people out there with projects that need to be funded, such as homes for the homeless, facilities for our veterans, energy projects, and most humanitarian projects. We can show you how to obtain a non-recourse loan. It's almost like a grant, except there are no strings attached. Call Tryon Group at 1-800-784-4279. That's 1-800-784-4279.
And also,
call today. Calling all those people. I don't like that guy.
You don't like
and
that guy now?
he repeats himself.
It repeats himself. I feel like I'm doing therapy here with you right
and
now.
And somebody with the big mouth keeps interrupting the commercial.
No, it's because I'm calling attention to the commercial because these people sitting in their cars right now listening to us on an enormous network covering 2.1 to 3.5 million people. Thank you so much. That they can't take their eyes off of Tryon Financial right now, and they need that money. So you guys keep listening to the show right now on the big network. There's 2.1 to
3.5.
Right. And call up a phone number right now at 1-800-784-4279 or email Judy at
TryonFinancial_2@yahoo.com.
Right. And if you have trouble remembering _2, go for FrankRadioTV@gmail.com. We're also brought to you by the F Truth Test. That's right, the F Truth Test. It's the ultimate truth lying machine. It's available through me at Fast Street Productions. So, yes, contact me at frankradiotv@gmail.com. It's really a machine that does exist. He's actually standing up right now. Tony is standing up, and he's saluting himself, and he's also reaching for the camera right now. He's going to take a picture of me. What are you drinking there?
Iced tea.
Iced tea. Really? Okay. So he feels good with iced tea. Is that organic, or does it have the crap in it that everybody else drinks? It is organic, did he say? It's coming towards the studio. It is organic?
No, not tonight.
Oh, so it's got preservatives in it.
Oh, it's GMO.
It's GMO.
Organic.
Come over here. Come to the left. You can see me over here a little bit?
Yeah, I can see
Put
you.
out your hand.
This bottle's kind of...
I'll guide you a little bit.
The bottle's sweating.
Right here.
Oh, right
Over
there?
Right in Judy's seat.
No, not in
What,
Judy's
what?
seat.
No, on the other side?
You can't have Judy's seat.
Why not?
You can't have Judy's
He
seat.
could have my seat, too. I'll offer him Judy's seat and my seat. Okay, come around this way. This is live on radio in front of 2.1 million people.
3.5.
Right here. You can have my seat. Yes. We're in the
Wow.
studio right now, Tony. We got 2.1 to
3.5.
Frank's a little
million
discombobulated
people.
tonight.
Stock market quotes and up and down.
Yes. Tell me what's happening.
You might
with,
want to give him a mic.
You want a mic?
He's getting there.
Yes.
He's getting
I'm
there.
going to mic
Oh,
you up.
yeah, it's
I'm gonna mic
okay.
you up. I'm going to mic you up here. I'm going to put it about 3 inches away from your guitar. Now, is
Okay,
that-
well,
is
no,
that
what are you
fine?
guys up to?
What are we up to?
Yeah.
We
No,
like to hear-
where's
you
the stock?
want to hear this in the headphones too? You'd like to hear that? Nice little headphone set on there for you?
That's fine. Actually, the battery just died in the earbud.
Really?
Yeah, I've been
Same
changing
time
every
as
20
we said,
minutes.
We got so many headphones here. We have the making of the remake of the Beatles and Elton John at the same time.
Oh.
Of course, here at the Frank V Radio Show, 22 minutes in front of 12. Now, I told the people many times how talented you are. All these people say you don't got crap
You're
talent,
not
but
funny.
I said,
You're not smart.
What
You're
is
stupid.
going
Why
on
don't you
here?
get a job? Stop calling.
I keep telling them you're incredibly talented. Now, are you going to be unmodest and say I am talented?
That sounded like Lee.
Sounded like Lee. It did.
I was channeling him.
But you got to chop your voice up when you do Lee.
Yeah.
You know, see, that's the
talented.
drops I should be using. I should get the drops, and have them. You're stupid. You suck.
You should have Lee's all. Yeah, you should have Lee's all his takes.
Okay.
All of his takes. Why don't you have all of them? You're fired.
I'm sorry. I quit.
I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this.
You can't fire me because I quit.
No, you can't, Mr. Barney Frank. So you got a tune there. Do we have him good mic'd up on the guitar?
That sounds pretty good.
Sounds like an echo.
A little bit of an echo.
I gotta get used to this echo. All right, so what do you guys want to do?
Well, let's see. You want to do our thing?
What about the Somalian kid?
Somalian kid.
Yeah.
The Somalian kid, he got in the wheel well of the jumbo jet and flew to Hawaii in the wheel well.
What?
Did you read that?
When did this happen? What is this
last
about,
week?
Tony?
Last week?
Yes.
Last week.
Yes. And he lived.
And he lived.
He lived?
Yeah.
39, something like 39 below
Did
degrees.
You doing a song on him?
It's a Somalian boy.
Okay.
I forgot how it went though. A Somalian boy in a wheel well traveled to Hawaii without a one-way ticket. He was found frozen all the way down to the bone. He survived it all alone, and now he's a hero. People just don't understand. Somalians always have a plan to fly free forever. Something like that.
That was good. That was good. Now, how long did it take you to put that together?
Well, I kind of had it arranged the other day, but I just kind of forgot it, and I just redid it.
Really?
But no, it was a news story, so I kind of came up with it. You've heard of Bill Cochran, right?
Bill Cochran. You know Bill Cochran?
Well,
sounds familiar.
He does news things, and I just came up with it when he was doing his news segment the other day.
What station were you on or listening to at that time?
1340.
1340. Bill
Yes.
Cochran now. Cedric, Bill Cochran, is he a news dropping guy at the top of the hour?
Yes, he is. 9 a.m. and
He
noon.
has his own show on
Really?
Friday at 6.
Really?
Yeah,
Friday at 6.
I know the schedule.
He knows the schedule.
He knows all the schedules.
He knows, you do know all the schedule. Now, the other thing I'm impressed by, you're supposedly down to how much sight? What's your sight at this point?
Here is 2,400.
2,400 in the other eye?
2,200.
2,200.
Yeah.
You have a obvious psychic ability because you are looking at me so closely and so easily your head is turning over. So either you're not blind and you're BS artist from hell, or you really are blind and you got an extra sense of talent going on.
Yeah, well, I mean, what's with your glasses?
Well, you can see my eyes. You could be.
Yeah.
You could be.
Those are nice glasses.
Timid. Thank you very much. You want to do a little glass work there, or you want to put these on?
I don't know.
I mean, you're not talented. You're not funny.
Well, Barney Frank would like to date Tony. Tony's coming in and he wants to date Tony right now here on the radio show.
That's why we call this Beyond Twisted.
It's hardly plausible.
Do you want to have a date with Barney Frank there, Tony?
I don't know. Is he for medical marijuana?
That's a good question. Is Barney Frank for medical marijuana?
Plausible.
It's plausible. Well, you just take the sticks out of your pocket, Barney, and we'll sell them.
You screwed up.
Buy medical marijuana pie.
I read today that.
I mean, you're not talented. You're not funny.
This is the hate here.
Whiskey and rye. Medical marijuana, and we're feeling fine. Our doctors take no more pain or anxiety. Our doctors take care of us once a month, basically, and I kind of forgot the words.
Oh my God. I can think of some words.
Well, you know.
Well, you should sing.
And then we leave the office.
And we travel down the byway of Boston, Massachusetts. And then we saw each other's lips meet the lawmaker. That's about as good as I get.
No, that's
right
as bad
there.
That's really bad.
That is horrible,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I'll admit to that
Why don't
any
you
day.
come in on it, Mrs. chorus of all time.
Well, I didn't know which key to come in on.
Okay.
You were in a different one than he was.
Well, really? What key were you in?
Oh, key of M.
Key of M?
Yeah.
Key of M. Barney, is there a key of M? Mr. Barney Frank, is there a key of M?
It's highly plausible.
It's highly plausible, right. And it's 17 minutes in front of 12 o'clock on the radio show that just...
How did that kid live?
This one right here?
In the wheel.
In the wheel
well.
How did he live, Tony?
Well, he was just like I lived, through a coma. He was
For years.
survived by the graces of God.
So he was in a coma for the small amount of time he was in the wheel well?
He could have been. He could have been out for a while.
So is that what the prognosis, the technical information, Mr. Cedric?
What's that? 3.5 what?
Yeah, 2.1 to 3.5. That's big, boy. According to Tony here and us, the kid survived in the wheel
Yes.
well because he did go into a slight coma.
They say that he went into some sort of human hibernation, like a bear, but...
Wow.
He just compressed and shut down his mental
That's what
facilities?
they're saying. They're saying they don't know any other way that he could have survived the sub-zero temperatures and the lack of oxygen.
Tony, how old is the kid? Do you know?
I think he was like 18. Sorry, I didn't mean to answer for Tony.
Yeah, I
that's
think
all right.
so.
You're fired.
10.
Sorry.
What? 10?
10.
18? 10?
No, he's like 18.
You guys are making this up.
No, it was like 12.
Come on, it's
No.
all made up. It's fictitious right now. He's doing a song that's fictitious. You're doing Barney Frank. It's
So
fictitious with
neither
these
one of you
droppings.
know, really.
You guys just made this crap up, and you put it on my back on this great big network. 2.12.
3.5.
That's right. Barney Frank is still filling out his diary book right now. Yes. Just fill it out, Barney, and give me
That's
back.
hardly plausible.
That's right. When we need ratings, we go to Barney Frank on this show. Beyond Twisted, 727-441-3000 in the studio right now. Keep going there, Tony.
It's live on the air right now. The third caller will get $10 somehow. How? Because that's the way beyond normal rolls,
Beyond Twisted. It's Beyond Twisted.
beyond twisted rolls.
$10. Mr. Carr over there wants the $10. How bad do you want it, Mr. Carr? $10? You want it real bad. If I give you $9.99 and he owes you the rest of the penny. Tony owes you the penny. Will you take the deal?
Third caller,
And how much interest do you want to put on the 1 penny there, Tony?
5%.
Right on cue. Right on cue, Cedric.
Amazing.
Caller now.
Oh, my God. In the studio right now to talk to Tony live, 727-441-3000. And he used to be best friends with Paul McCartney and Yoko Ono when Yoko was trying on glasses with John Lennon before she lost her sight, too. Only known on the Frankie V radio show. We're brought to you by Tryon Financial.
Right.
Tell us about it.
I don't know anything about it.
And he wants his penny from the 10. You're giving away a 10. He still has Barney Frank.
You're not talented. You're not funny.
And it's all brought to you by Organic T2. Tryon Financial brings together all people for business needs and loans. He's reaching for his tea right now. He should reach for Tryon Financial.
It's got GMOs in it.
Yes, it
GMO
does.
tea.
That's right, and electrolytes too, of course. So
Are
Tryon
GMOs electrolytes?
Yes, that's true.
Wow.
No, they are not.
They're not?
They're genetically modified
What?
seeds or plants or whatever.
But they're not electrolytes.
Organism.
They're not electrolytes, right? They're
No.
not energized cells. No. Okay. Tryon Financial still available through email, tryonfinancial_2 at yahoo.com.
I may not be after tonight.
You will. I'm just believing she'll survive. 1-800-784-4279. You wonder how I get home and still come back here.
And
the
I'm
next
driving.
week, don't you? You do wonder, right?
How you do?
Yes.
I think that you're probably very safe and very responsible on the roadways.
No, we're not talking about that. Just the soul of leaving this station and surviving mentally and physically.
Oh, well, you've got a lot of irons in the fire.
I don't have one iron. I only have Barney Frank doing something to me very unfamiliar that I've never seen before in my entire life.
It's hardly plausible.
That's right. And we have Tony here who's taking on Barney Frank at the same time. You have
I
another...
found out.
Oh, go ahead.
I found out how old that young man was.
How old?
16. Oh,
15.
15. Was it in the coma line?
I said 12. I was close.
He was close.
So he said 18.
Yeah,
so
well, I was 2 years off. He was 3 years off.
right
I
in
was
the
closer.
middle.
Right.
Yeah.
Tony, do you?
I took time out of Cat Mo's show to come here today.
Oh, Cat and Mo show.
Yeah.
On what network is that?
Well, we can call him live right now.
What
He's on right
station
now.
is Cat and
Oh,
Mo?
he's on. Well,
Are you listening in your earbud?
No.
Better not be.
Jesus.
Listen, he'd be the one person who would be listening to someone else's radio show while he's on yours.
I never thought about that. Do you
Because
have
you're not talented and you're not.
Are you in tune to another show right now?
No, Cat Named Mo is the second night primetime show.
Where on what station is this, Mr. Producer?
Well, I'd rather everybody be listening now.
Oh, of course, but they are. They're
Give Cat
tuned into
Named Mo a little time.
Yeah, 2.1 million are listening right
3.5.
now. 3.5. Big numbers, right?
We're flattered that you came
I have
to be on
no
the show.
I want everybody to listen to your show first.
Right.
But also to give Cat Named Mo a little time, maybe before or after your show.
Is he AM or FM, Mr. Producer?
Oh, it's big time.
Mr. Producer,
It's big time.
It's
I don't know. Ask Tony. Tony, I don't even.
FM. Would somebody tell me?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Station AM or FM?
Oh, it's FM.
Okay.
Sorry.
I mean, that's right.
Plausible.
That's right. I have to have a congressman come in on this crap and decide the whole thing.
It is a tribute to the First Amendment that
That's
this
right.
kind of vile, contemptible
Kiss
nonsense
my
is so freely propagated.
Just kiss my chest at the
This
same
is a
time.
lot more fun than bigotry.
Oh, yes. I understand. In the studio, 727-441-3000. And this guy over here wants a penny off of you for 5 cents.
Okay, but no, your
Wow.
station is growing like wildfire.
Of course it is, because they have you as the main core of the PR machine behind this.
And
You are scary in your prowess.
Okay, thanks.
In your talent, too. You're
Now, how
scary.
about let's call Cat Named Mo on the air.
No, that's up to...
I'm pretty sure that's not legal.
Oh, we can't?
Pretty sure.
Talk.
Just for
Not that
fun.
I could probably call, but I don't think they'd put us on.
You think it might be a downside on their side?
I'm pretty sure that they would not want to promote us.
Okay.
Probably.
What's their format over
Well, I mean, that would be weird.
What's their format?
They call it.
That would be beyond normal.
I'm still asking.
Wouldn't it?
Hot talk.
It would be actually
Hot
cooperation,
hot
wouldn't
talk.
It's hotter than this talk?
Well, no,
Anything out
this
there
is
hotter than
this is real hot talk.
This is
That's
But
what
I'm just saying, that's
I'd rather do one thing at a time.
You guys are producing each other right
No.
here.
Well,
I've never seen anything
all
like this
over
in my
the place.
life.
I didn't even invite this guy to come in because I think he is not talented and he is not funny.
Really? How did you get here, by the way?
I just stumbled in.
Did you walk or drive or special sunglasses or telescope eyeglasses or something or what?
No, I had to take a cab.
Oh, you took a cab. We have to say very nice and thank him for that.
Yeah.
So everybody at the same time, clap and say thank you for taking a
Golf
cab.
clap.
Don't clap.
No, golf clap. You
Oh,
know.
golf clap?
Yeah, the very gentle, demure
Very gentle,
sort
like
of.
Ed McMahon used to
Yeah,
do
exactly.
before he had 3 divorces in a row. He's playing again, so we'll pause for his playing.
How about a little Sanford and Son?
Sure.
Oh, good.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Let's see if I still remember it. Cedric, how's it go?
I never thought you were doing it right in the first place, but
Because I had my own version.
Can I get the rent off of the white people right now, please?
Here it is.
Now, before you end it, but nice, very nice. Would you end it with a harmonic, please? Can you pull off our harmonic? You did it.
Yeah.
Very nice. Didn't think I knew my guitar stuff, did you? You're impressed,
Very
baby.
nice.
2.1 million listening to
3.5.
Right, on the radio show. That's Beyond Twisted, 727-441-3000. How long have you been playing, my man?
Oh, about a year.
A year?
Well, I had to relearn everything.
Oh, because of the problems and
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Well, off and on for years, but no. Then I had to relearn.
Right.
Right.
So have you started probably about between 4, 5, and 6, right?
I had to relearn this song. It took me a while. See?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
What is that called? What is that called, Mr. Oldies? Okay.
Yeah, it's Rush.
That is Rush.
Yeah, not Limbaugh.
I could do a voiceover to this
Yeah.
thing, but I think I missed the first post already.
No, hang on. Here we go.
Oh, there's a post to this?
Here we go. And
Go.
I can't sing that high.
We're live here at Madison Square Garden, 1976 with Rush.
There you go.
Must be the ones who stopped.
Mold a new reality.
Sympathetic to the cause. It's 4 minutes in front of 11 o'clock. Still want to tune in to the craziness that's going on here in the studio. If you want to call it craziness, or you want to call it going to the bathroom or eating breakfast. Judy, what are we coining it at this point? What do we call it?
Beyond Twisted.
Okay, 727-441-3000. We set this entire thing up with a story that was from hell at this point, followed by the story of Hell 2 from Donald Silverman. And, of course, you came in on your talent side. And we're out to 2.1 million people, too.
It's hardly plausible.
3.5 million people.
Oh, 3.5.
That's
It's
right.
one or the other.
Now, you and your European... You keep going, yes. Keep going.
Don Silverman and his basketball team and his plantation team with a bunch of black players. Now Don Silverman is loved, adored, admired with his plantation team of black players. No one seems to understand. Don Silverman has a plantation plan, and he will always be loved by all the players. Which is true. He's going to be. The players don't care.
The players don't care.
Yeah.
Why are you saying that? Because we can see it in their faces that they do in the tone and the words.
Because the players don't care about it. They're getting paid millions of dollars. They're not worried about some racist remark.
So you don't think this guy could possibly ever say anything that goes to their heart and say, you've gone too far as a human being, you're cutting us all down, or you're cutting human beings down, period.
Not when they're getting paid that much.
You feel the same way, Mr. Producer?
Kind of, yeah, I guess I do.
What about you?
Well, I don't know. I heard that they were going to boycott some of the finals.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I do. I mean, I think they care. But here's. See, he's raising his hands in there. See, he's listening. He's listening. All right. Here's the thing. This is what I said earlier. If they really are offended, I think they should quit and find another team. And
if they really are offended, they should quit and find another team.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
that
what I do.
sounds fair.
All right. Now you're saying he's boycotting the finals.
No, I said they were
They
threatening
were
to
threatening to
boycott.
boycott the finals. So do you think that's a dollar bill they're threatening to boycott out of his pocket? Or they're saying there's some vein of undergoing relationship of racism there?
I don't know. They said they were just trying to make a point.
Make a point. They didn't say what the point was about.
Yeah, the point was how racist it was.
So they are going to some level here, Tony.
I know, but the players don't care.
You still think overall they don't care?
No, they don't care because they know they're treated like gold wherever they go. It's fine.
So if you get calls tomorrow from the players and they're saying, you're racist yourself, what are you going to say to the players?
What am I going to say to my players?
No, to their players. If they call you after hearing this on a huge base of people.
I didn't call them a racist.
No, well, I'm just saying, if they think you are being racist, what are you going to say back to them?
Oh, Well, tell me how I said that in what context.
No, it was.
Why would they think that?
I'm juxtaposing a thought here that they might go out of their mind and call anybody racist.
Okay, what if they call you a racist? What would you say?
What would I say?
Yeah.
I was married in 1993 to a black woman because we liked each other, and I have no deep underlining tones of racism in my body. I have basic underlining tones of different facets of life that have people comfortable and uncomfortable. That's what I would say to them. You've known me for 14 years.
So they would be thoroughly confused.
Yes, they would be. Did I confuse you too?
Well, maybe you're confusing the sponsors, too.
Oh, that's good. So bring on more sponsors who are confused. Is that a new rate card?
What's the new rate card?
To sponsors who are confused.
If you're confused, you have to pay twice as much.
That's right.
That's the rate.
That's the rate. That's how we're broadcasting and billing this station now in this show. If you're confused, it's 3 times or twice the rate. No, twice the rate, 3 times. Yes, I know that. I was wondering if the rate was twice
you
as
said
much.
race card. The rate card.
No, I turned it from race card into rate card, yes. You don't think I've been doing this business?
We're beyond
32,
confused.
right. It's 32 years of doing this, and this is what I twist and turn. And I still owe that guy a penny, and he's going to get it at 5% from him. Oh,
Well,
bring it on? Is that what you say? He wants a penny that bad. Oh, my God. It's in the East Coast time right now, and it's Thursday morning, and it's called May 1st, Judy?
Yes.
Is it really? Tell me,
Yes.
it's May 1st. What does it mean to you? That's what it's called, for May 1st.
No. Blowing conch is not until Friday.
Blowing conch is not until Friday.
You ask Tony about it.
What is blowing conch, Tony? We got like a minute left here. Tell us what blowing conch is all about, but for Friday only.
Oh, it's blowing conch on. It's where you blow into a conch.
Shell.
Conch shell, just like what he has right there.
Create a tune.
Okay, so why are you doing it 2 days early? You're trying to confuse 2.1 million people?
Well, one day
It's
early.
1 day early.
Technically. It's Thursday already.
Right, I'm wrong.
Well,
you still get your penny, and now you're
Well,
up to
they
6%.
got time to practice. And
Double or nothing.
right, and if you have a conch, call Drew Garabo and blow your conch.
He's just like...
No, on Friday.
I don't know.
He's
why
totally
he's
serious,
still
too. That's the funny
alive.
part.
Yeah, well, he is totally serious because he's PRing a bunch of stations
Thank
right
you,
now.
Tony, for coming on today and livening up the show.
No, I promote you guys too.
Thank you very much.
Right, and you're still scaring the crap out of me because you're looking directly at me, and I don't think your
Hey,
sight
Tony?
is that bad.
Tony?
Yes.
Are you a criminal? Are you a criminal?
I'm a smooth criminal.
He's a smooth criminal. How long you been a criminal for? Hello, you. Hello. I know. Yes, thank you very much. This day tripper going out here on the Frankie B radio show. I don't know why he just picked up on day tripper. He's a day tripper, nowhere man who's still, and some time to reflect on the show.
That was Beat It.
That was Beat It?
Beat It.
Beat It. It was. I thought it was day tripper. Amazing.
Very similar rhythm.
And very similar rhythm, of course. And if you're a senator in the Congress and the Senate, should I date Barney Frank at this point, or should I go back to my heterosexuality?
I mean, that's hardly plausible.
What do you want me to do? You want me to date Barney Frank, or do you want me to stay with the heterosexuality?
You do whatever you want to do,
Thank
but
you.
you got 30 seconds.
got
Bye,
30
everybody.
seconds. Bye, everybody. Thank you, Tony,
Next
for
week.
showing up. Thank you. Next week, something called a Wednesday. Is that what
Something
it's
called a Wednesday Beyond Twisted.
Yes, next Wednesday at 11 o'clock. I like to see my little clock over there because I've been tied into a little clock, a timer clock, since I was a little boy, tiny little boy coming out of the womb. In Flushing, Queens it was, back in 1958. It was in a hospital called St. John's Hospital at 3 a.m. in the morning. And the doctor turned around to me. No, it was in the morning. It was actually 3 a.m. It's on my birth certificate. Well, if it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon, that's fine too, because there was one thing that was there. There was no condom, no disease, but a big slodge of chocolate that Barney Frank left for me. Bye now, Chemo Saba!
WTAN, Clearwater, Tampa Bay. WDCF, Dade City, Tampa Bay. WZHR, Zephyr Hills, Tampa Bay. Listen,